Hey, what is up? This is Mike, and today I want to talk to you for a moment about how most business owners are overspending on their marketing. And I would say over half of the business owners out there are overspending on marketing. And it's overspending in the conceptual case, okay? And I'm gonna try to correlate something here if you're at this point in your business. So in business, there's inputs and there's outputs, and there are outputs, okay? Input is time, energy, and money. You have to spend a certain amount of time, and you have to spend a certain amount of energy, and you have to spend a certain amount of money in order to operate your business. But when you're operating your business, you are in pursuit of a profit, right? So you say, hey, you know what? If I spend this amount of time and this amount of energy and this amount of money, on the other side of that, I should see some revenue now, or some increased value in your business. So the cool part about business is that you're the one in control of what that exchange is. So if you say, hey, you know what, I work 20 hours a week, and on average I'm doing stuff that's worth $200 an hour, that's $4,000. That's $4,000 a week that you're gonna generate, times 4 weeks in a month, that's $16,000, times 12 months in a year, you're making what, 180, right? That's really good numbers if your work is worth $200 an hour. Now, here's the part that gets tricky. The purpose of this video is to showcase and highlight how many people overspend on their marketing. There are people that their work is worth $200 an hour, but they're doing the $20 an hour marketing work. They're making Facebook posts, and they're creating Instagram reels, and they're spending time doing work that other marketers would be willing to do for far less than what their worth is. So let's start talking some hypotheticals, right? Again, going back to you making, let's say $200 an hour. If you're making $200 an hour and someone is willing to get paid $50 an hour to do the same thing for, let's say, 10 hours a week, that is 200 minus $50. Again, your work is worth 200, their work is worth 50. That's $150 an hour that you're losing every time you do something that someone else can do. Times 10 hours a week, that's $1,500 you're spending in opportunity costs because you're not making the $200 a week. 1,500 times 4 weeks in a month, that's $6,000 a month you're spending. Times 12, that's $72,000 a year you're spending because you're doing $20 or $50 an hour work. Doesn't make sense, right? So again, that's why I say it is a lot of people are overspending. Now, the only time, the reason most people do not want to spend, here's the reason why most business owners don't want to spend money. They don't want to spend money because they don't see it as an investment. They haven't calculated what's on the other side of marketing. If I make, for every post that I make, how much am I generating? For every email that I send out, how much am I generating? Now, if you have that calculation, if you understand what your return is on your marketing investment, then that gives you the ability to make better decisions. But if you don't know those numbers, you don't know what's an investment or what's not. So what I would love to do is I would love to walk you through what that formula is, how to calculate that, and what type of perspective you should have on marketing, whether it's digital or even if it's digital or not, what your perspective on marketing should be, that line item in your budget, how you should look at that and frame that in a way so that you can make better business decisions, whether you choose to do it yourself or whether you choose to have someone else do it. Either way, even if you have someone else do it, you should have certain expectations on the other side of it getting done. All right, so somewhere around this video there's going to be an opt-in for you to check out my really short webinar. Now, we're talking about time, right, and the worth of time. If this webinar is going to be short, primarily because I know that your time is worth money. So I don't want to take $100 from you today. Okay? I don't want to take $100 from you today because there's an opportunity cost to you focusing on the webinar. All right, there's an opportunity cost of you getting this far in this video, and I understand that. So I'm going to jump right into the meat and potatoes. Somewhere around this video there's going to be an opt-in for you to check out this webinar. All I need is your email address and your name, and you'll get access to the brief webinar. Really excited to help you understand some of this stuff so that you can make better business decisions. All right, take care. Peace.